When I say best video game soundtrack, what is it you think of? Is it Doom's heavy adrenaline-pumping gent metal and glitchy synths? Or Cuphead's classic cartoon-inspired music? Maybe you're a fan of licensed music in games like Grand Theft Auto, Vice City. There are so many to choose from, but one of my personal favourites is one that nobody talks about. Split Second was an arcade racer released back in 2010 for Xbox 360, PS3, PSP, and PC. It's an arcade racer with a unique gimmick where you blow up the environment to take out your rivals and win. The game did not sell well, and resulted in the creators being shut down, but has since become a bit of a cult classic. But I'm not here to talk about the gameplay. You can watch this video by White Light to get a detailed look at that. I'm here to talk about the music, and the best way I feel I can talk about that is by taking you through an average race. And if I'm honest, at the start of your average race, the music is nothing to write home about. When you take out your first rival with a power play, that is when the soundtrack drops its first hint at what makes it special. Split Second features a dynamic soundtrack, which changes depending on how far you are into the race, what position you're in, and what's going on. Here's an example of a more significant change the soundtrack makes when you're further along in the race and you take out more rivals with a power play. The dynamic nature of Split Second's soundtrack and the way it adapts to how you play makes for some of the most awesome feeling moments ever put into a racing game, and that is no exaggeration. You can be behind the pack and set off the perfect power play, which will take out everyone in front of you, and then the soundtrack will just sweep in and just make you feel amazing. The thing about the example I provided in that video is that I think that's one of the weakest songs in the game. The soundtrack is so good, but you cannot appreciate it unless you're playing the game yourself because of how dynamic it is and how it adapts to how you play. You can't experience the feeling of hearing this song come in after taking out everyone in front of you and then winning the race just by listening to the music. It just can't happen. You have to play the game. If you haven't played this game before and this video has made you interested, I really do recommend checking it out. The PC port is really buggy and it has terrible controller support and it breaks all the time, but it is still available on Steam. In addition to this, I'm pretty sure it's on Game Pass, maybe? I mean, it's on there a lot. But yeah, it's a good game and more people should know about it and more people should play it because it's a lot of fun. It's not perfect by any means. The rubber banding AI is the worst, but it's a good one. It deserves more recognition. Anyway, that's all I had to say, and I'm going to leave you with some of my favourite songs from the soundtrack. Thank you.